Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brainbean here again, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of Cooler Master's newest headsets, the MH752s. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at these things. And before we get into the review, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am giving away an entire peripheral suite from Cooler Master. You'll find a link down in the description below where you can enter that giveaway. So first impression of the MH752s is that they're very lightweight. Now that doesn't mean necessarily that the feeling of quality isn't there though, and I think there's a common misconception or linking between the weight of a product and just the overall quality and feel. And in this case, the solid feel of the swiveling ear cups and just the nature in which you can kind of bend the headset and kind of turn it and move it around everything. There's no play there and not too much wiggling or anything like that. Feels like it snaps back to place really well. And so even though these are kind of lightweight, they do feel really solidly built. They have this nice matte finish on the outside where they have this silver Cooler Master logo. And you'll notice that these are not RGB, which doesn't bother me at all because I think having RGB or any type of lighting on a headset is kind of silly because really you're not going to see that when you're using it. And so other than just having kind of the cool experience to tie into a room, unless you have other people seeing you use it, there's really no point in having it on there. What it does have stylistically though is it does have some nice deep purple accents, which I personally like, as well as this kind of aluminum gunmetal gray color tying in with the rest of the matte black look of the headset. Now, as far as comfort goes, it's wrapped in a polyurethane leather, this sort of leatherette that it has with a little bit of padding. The ear cups themselves have a really nice, good, squishy amount of padding, which I always like. It's actually one of the more comfortable headsets, and when I was testing these, I wore them for quite a few hours playing a few different games, and combined with the lightness of the headset and just the padded nature of the ear cups, I found it to be really easy to use these for a long period of time, and it wasn't like some of those big bulky gaming headsets that have the ear cups that are like 3 inches thick and just overly boxy. This felt more like wearing my Audio-Technica M50Xs, so it's really nice in that regard. And one of the coolest things about this headset is that it's built with a modular design. And so that means that the omnidirectional boom mic here actually plugs in to the side of the headset, and then you can position it to pretty much anywhere you want. Now you can also take the little 3.5 millimeter jack, plug it into the bottom, and now you can use this with a Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can plug it into the controller, which will enable the virtual 7.1 surround sound, as well as give you the ability to change the volume on the actual microphone itself and a mute button as well. And then that will connect to the computer via USB. And the cool thing about these options is that not only does it give you the ability to plug it into multiple devices, but being able to swap out the microphone. Let's say you could throw these headphones in a backpack and then use them with your cell phone or take them on a trip or something like that. Or another neat thing is that if you do happen to have a component start to go out on you, like maybe the microphone's starting to have a lot of crackling or something's going bad there, or maybe the cable, you're able to replace different parts of this headset much easier and not have to get rid of the entire thing. Now, I don't necessarily know how Cooler Master goes about RMAing different parts of the headset, but I think anytime you have a modular design, it's much easier to swap out components in that regard, and I really like when they have something like that. Now, the only little thing I would say is that I wish they had included some type of blank to put in where the microphone goes. That way, you know, if you do take it out and throw it in a backpack or something, a lot of dust and debris and stuff doesn't get in there. But other than that, I think it is a really cool design. As for the microphone sound itself, we're going to cut over to a quick sound test so you guys can hear how it sounds for yourself. So now I'm talking to you guys directly through the mic on the headset. Now this is an omnidirectional microphone, and as you can hear, it's a fairly crisp and clean sounding mic. There's not too much distortion or popping, crackling, and it doesn't have that thin sound that tends to plague gaming headsets. So overall, I'd say the quality of this one is actually pretty good. So moving on now to the most important part of any headset review, the overall audio quality. And that's the one thing that I can't really display and show you guys, so you're gonna have to take my word for it. The audio quality on this headset completely blew me away and surprised me just based on the price point, as well as just getting a headset from Cooler Master, which I haven't really had much experience with, just really surprised me with the overall quality of the highs, as well as having some really nice, rich, bassy lows. Now, it is a little bit bass heavy in the mix, but overall, for a $100 pair of headphones, actually sounds really nice. And I mentioned earlier about removing the mic and taking these with you to use on a trip or, you know, on the go or something for listening to music. And this is actually a set of headphones that I would recommend doing that with. A lot of these gaming headsets do kind of offer features like that, but you don't really see them in the wild too much because realistically the audio quality just isn't quite there. But with these MH752s, I have to say that they do rival the quality of my Audio-Technica AT-HM50Xs, and so with that I would say they're not quite as good, but that's a $150 pair of headphones, and this is a $100 gaming headset. So if you're looking for something to kind of fill the best of both worlds, then this is something I could definitely recommend. Well, that's it for the review, guys. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is a link down in the description that you'll want to click on to enter to win an entire peripheral set from Cooler Master, so be sure to check that out. And while you're down there, leave me a comment and let me know what you think about these MH752s. Of course, you can give this video a like if you enjoyed it to show your support, and if you're new here on the channel, I'd love to see you subscribe, as we've got lots more videos and giveaways like this coming for you in the near future. You can also follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with the giveaway announcements, as well as just what's going on with the channel at Brainbean Gaming. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.